Okay, so bear with me for a second. I don't know every match, but I can tell you about the matches I care about the most. I'm gonna start off with a match I kind of really don't care for. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like some of these matches aren't really a care about type matches. Just match I'm looking at right now, like Bad Bunny, Damian Priest versus Miz and John Morrison. I'm not saying anything about Bad Bunny in particular. It's not really like it's not really it's just not a match that I'm really not too much into. I'm not, sadly. Miz championship reign because of the whole WWE title thing was just a transitional phase to Bobby Lashley, which was a could have been done better. Could have been done better, but it's an okay match. I give it to the obvious. I don't really see Bad Bunny losing it. Uh, and the reason I don't see him losing is because he has Damian Priest on his side. I don't see Damian Priest losing. That's the thing. I don't think they're going to give Damian Priest his first loss in WrestleMania already. If they do, cool, I guess. Not really cool, but okay. Uh, this lovely match of all these divas. I called them divas. Oops, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to say that. I am so sorry. I've been watching way too much old wrestling for me. Ugh. I wonder who's gonna win this match to be able to take on. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me take this break and let me just be real with everybody real quick. I'm sorry for saying divas. I apologize, but let me just correct this real quick. I dislike how at the particular moment, Shayna Baszler's being used. I fucking hate it. The reason I dislike it so much is very simple. NXT is the reason why. I watched her in NXT and I watched her do so good at first and then clean house afterwards. I saw her absolutely clean house. And then I thought to myself, if this woman made it to the main roster, she is going to clean the roster. They're going to have to go and look for like impact wrestlers, other wrestlers from other companies. Like they are going to have to look for other superstars to take her on. They're gonna be looking for the female division is gonna be stacked high and mighty for them to find someone to at least come close to beating her outside of making their own competitors that probably aren't really close to her. Just because of how dominant she was in NXT made me feel like she wasn't gonna be touched. But then she went against Becky Lynch, and I thought to myself how everything was positioned. I kind of wanted Becky to win, of course, and I didn't want her to win it so early. What I wanted to happen in my mind, what I think would be the best option, would have been a simple two match thing. Becky should have, surprise roll up. What's her name to escape the win? Escape with the title, and then next time they go at it she doesn't make the mistake again, and she beats Becky, and she becomes Raw Women's Champion. That's what I think should have happened, not what happened. She's now a two-time tag team champion, and she's still serious, but in a goofy area. She's not as dominant as she should be. Really not at all, and it's kind of upsetting to see. Bianca Belair is really cool, dope. Love you, Bianca. Not saying that you don't deserve what you have right now. Not at all. I'm just saying this. Win it, girl. Go ahead and win that. Go ahead and win that title, girl. You should have won in NXT. That's fine. You didn't get it. But this right here, this is all Bianca. If I had my hair like at least close to it, I could whip my hair or Bianca, but I can't whip my head though. Okay. Also, because this is gonna be a thing, I give it to Mustafa Ali. I'm just gonna say Mustafa Ali will walk away from that match. I'm kidding, Jey Uso, all the way. If not, Jimmy's the reason why he loses. Jimmy surprised me, just knock him out the ring. Um, for the tag team championships, I don't like Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. The only reason, I'm sorry, Bobby Roode, they call him now? Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, Ruby Roode. I don't care. I don't like them right now. The only reason I don't is because when they could have been a tag team, they didn't do it. So they pulled it much later when it's like, we don't know what to do with these guys. If it tag team. That's what it felt like. And them being champions, then making this. That's the problem when it comes to WWE that I have when it comes to tag teams. A lot of their tag teams are like, let's just throw them out there. It's fine. Oh, they gel together. Funny enough. Oh wow. Yeah, let's make them teams. Make them teams. Yeah. Tag team champions. I meant to say. Yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all gonna gel together perfectly. Sir. Type stuff like that's like Vince McMahon was like when he just sees that. I don't know. He just loses interest and keeps going on. I don't care really for the Braun Strowman. I'm sorry, I'm lying. I care for Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon as a match. I don't care for it as a rivalry. The rivalry is weird and stupid. It makes me just look and say, are we going to childish remarks now? Because that's what it feels like this is going, just childish remarks. Don't care too much. Braun Strowman's obviously running through that. But yeah. For the New Day, easy retain. I don't know who are they even going against. I forgot. They're going against AJ Styles and his bodyguard. Yeah, I don't see them losing this because if they do lose this, I don't know, bro. No, that shouldn't happen. Really shouldn't. No, not at all. But the Intercontinental Championship match is actually a match I care for. The only downside that I have to it is that Apollo Crews is not with Roman Reigns yet. That's the only downside I have. In my universe mode, I was quick to slap that together. I was Apollo Crews, Paul Heyman. Like I was like number one because I just think he needed it. And then I think if Paul Heyman would pop up in his corner through the match, like even if it's only like the last 3 to 7 minutes of the match, I don't care. I'll be like, yes, he deserves to win the Intercontinental Championship right here. Yep, this is his time. Go join the family. I don't care. Hey, they have other family members that they can grab. Hey, if Naomi loses, Roman Reigns, he said family, you're married. You're married to the Usos, so you're technically a part of the family, so go join the family, please. Tamina, go, please. Jimmy, you my boy, go. Rikishi, who else want to go over there? Oh wait, hold on, I'm forgetting some people now. Forgetting other matches I want to talk about. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And the only reason I don't like it is because of this. I love Drew McIntyre when he came back. He came back as this dope bad guy that just was, he felt and looked like the bad guy. Dope. Bobby Lashley could have beaten him way back then if Lana didn't distract him, mess him over. So this match right here, the storyline that it feels like it's going with, it doesn't fit with this one in particular. You would say, well, unless he loses, that would be the only way it would make sense. But for him to, like, win this, I feel like it's stupid. The only reason I feel like it's stupid is because if the reason they made Drew McIntyre lose was only so Miz could be champion, so Bobby Lashley could beat Miz to become champion for like a little bit, and then Drew McIntyre beats him. I don't like that. I don't want that, to be honest. What I would like is for like Brock Lesnar to step out of nowhere and go against him for that championship. Because that feels proper. That felt like this right now felt like what it was going with. And if the Hurt Business should get back together. I'm sorry. That was a dumb idea to break them up, but they should get back together for this match. They should get back together. Is all I'm saying. Make Shelton Benjamin have a whole moment of like, should I attack Brock or should I help Lash? Like, what should I do? You did betray me at the Royal Rumble, but we did work together. You are helping me stay relevant. But I did go to college with this man right here. Went to school with this man of wrestling, you know. I don't know, like stuff like that. That would be nice, but we're not getting it, sadly. That's fine, I guess. I want Bobby Lashley to retain. What is Seth Rollins doing? I think he's going against Cesaro. I want Cesaro to win. I like Cesaro. He's actually a really good wrestler. Really, really dope wrestler to always see in the ring. Yeah. I want to see Cesaro win that. Yeah, definitely, most definitely. For the triple threat match. Oh no, hold on, let me back up. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka is a disappointment. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to everybody. I don't like a complete rehash of the same storyline, but except different characters, and it's for the NXT, the Raw Women's Championship this time. That's literally it's like doing the same. It's basically a new skin of the same thing, using the same person. If you wanted Rhea Ripley to win the first one, that's fine. I thought it would have been dope if Rhea would have won. But that's fine. It didn't happen like that. When it comes down to who would I be looking at? I want Rhea to win this one, of course, and I think that's where it's gonna go. But I think Asuka's title reign could have been so much better than it is right now. Like her against Bayley, dope. Her against Sasha Banks was dope. I do think that right now she should kind of be champion until Becky Lynch returns to basically beat Asuka for it. And if Rhea Ripley in particular, if Rhea Ripley's champion when when Becky Lynch comes back, that would be a dope match to see. But I don't, because I know she's supposed to be, I think people said she's coming to WrestleMania for like Bayley's, what's her name? Bayley's little knock-knocker ding-dong little thingy. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on that, because if Becky is coming back, I don't want what's her name to win, because I don't want her to beat Becky. I'm messing up on these names so mad. I don't want her to beat her because I'm like, no, I don't care if you will say, well, if you use the excuse, she's a mother. Oh my gosh, that's why she lost the match. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. No. Like, maybe the first time, but from what we know about Becky, she's gonna go at it like multiple times. I'm like, the man is gonna beat the metal or whatever she's supposed to be. Like, that's a given. I think it's gonna be Rhea Ripley who wins, but I want Asuka to win. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. It's an obvious Kevin Owens loss right there. Like, I already see it. I don't really see Sami. I mean, I can see Sami losing. I can. But I kind of think how it's going to go is like Logan Paul is going to probably do something on accident to cost like Kevin Owens the match. Or he can cost Sami the match and then Kevin Owens wins. But I think that would be going to Sami Zayn. It could be Kevin Owens win, but I'm leaning more on Sami Zayn on this one. That's literally all I have to No, because looking at the storyline, Looks like it's gonna be an obvious Kevin Owens win. So I'm sorry, my mistake. Kevin Owens is definitely gonna win because of Logan Paul. Um, Dope that he's even in the WWE right now. To be honest, what other match am I forgetting besides the triple threat? The triple threat. I think that's the most confusing of all. To be honest with everybody, because I don't know who's gonna win. It's a. I'm sorry. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm sorry. I don't know who Roman's going to pin. I would love for Edge to have a title reign, of course, but I do believe that he's on the wrong show to do it. Because right now, him versus Roman dope match. Daniel Bryan added into it, it just saves one of those two wrestlers. That's all I see is like Daniel Bryan being the fall guy. I don't see Daniel Bryan winning this match. If he does win, dope. Don't know what he's gonna do with the title, but dope. I can see like what I can see happening is like a clear cut one. I can see Roman beating him like he did something to mess with Edge, and then or no, I can see Daniel Bryan messing up Edge from winning the match, and then because of that, Roman capitalizes, Roman wins, and then we have an Edge versus Daniel Bryan match, and then he like, and one of them will probably go against him one more time. Like we'll probably properly see Edge versus Roman Reigns properly eventually down the line, but other than that, I don't know. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton versus the Fiend. The Fiend. Why? I don't know. Just the Fiend. I like WWE. I just don't like their booking decisions a lot of times. They have some really good ones that just like, oh my gosh, they have some really good moments. But I do believe their tag teams need work. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander should be going into WrestleMania as the Raw Tag Team Champions, and the Hurt Business should still be together. Oh yeah, speaking of the Hurt Business, I completely forgot. My broski, Matt Riddle. I expect him to win. I don't care who he's up against. Sheamus, I don't care. He's gonna win. I genuinely don't care who he's against. I just want him to win. Just walk away with the title, just so we can see what a nice little lengthy reign and you having the fun of all funs. Yeah. Besides that, yeah. I don't know really what else to say, to be honest with anybody. I kind of look at because I'm looking at like matches that happen after WrestleMania. That's what I'm kind of looking at right now. Becky Lynch's return would be really dope, but it does make a big plot hole of what happens. Because does she go immediately after the title, or does they do one of those, I'm coming for my baby, not the one at home, that one. And then Bayley's like, no, you don't. Like, what happens? What brand is she going to be on? Because if she's on... Because either brand... If Sasha Banks... Okay, and put it like this. If Sasha Banks retains, then I wouldn't mind Becky Lynch going there, beating her for the title. That I'll be fine with. Do I think that'll be a good idea? No. I think it should be Bianca Belair that beats Sasha Banks. But... hey, they could do it any way they want. They own it. I'm just saying what would be better, probably. If Becky Lynch or Ronda Rousey are returning, I do expect them to immediately go after a title. And looking at who will currently probably be champion, I don't see Ronda losing to Bianca Belair. I don't see her losing to Rhea Ripley. I don't see neither of them really losing after just winning to Becky. And I don't think it's a good idea if they do go against Ronda to, drop the belts already, either of the two. So, unless, like I say, it is a retain on both ends, then I could see Becky coming out beating them up, or Ronda coming out beating one of the two up to make a match and go for the title. And that's, then we do the handoff. Then that point, dope. The tag team champions, like I said, I don't like who's currently champion because of the rivalries going into it. It should have been, and this would have been a brilliant idea for WWE, Hurt Business still together, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander as I'm about to say SmackDown, as Raw Tag Team Champions, going against the New Day at WrestleMania and retaining. Instead of whatever match we have right now. Whatever that is. I want to see Big E continue the Intercontinental Championship, the title reign, because he's been killing it so far. But if he doesn't, that's fine. I'll give it to what's the name? What's the person I'm looking for? If Apollo Crews wins, that'll be dope on Apollo. I would expect him to be. I've been expecting him to be already with Roman's, the family. Head of the table. On the head of the table, you sit on the side. When I sit down, you sit down. When I eat, you wait a second or two, just so I can say it's good thing you eat. Like type stuff. But other than that, Seth Rollins, I expect him a loss to be a goof character for a good while, but a good goof character. Returns wise, I don't really see too many of them. If they do any surprise returns, that's dope. Dope on them. Other than that, no. No, I don't think this is gonna be like the greatest of all, but I think this is gonna be a really dope one. But hey, we'll see what happens tomorrow, and yeah, that's all I have to say about WrestleMania. Bye.